Hello. Thanks for joining us again on the channel. Okay, yes, we've tried so many of these. Too many probably. But this one stands out. It caught me off guard. Let's figure out why together. Quick note before we begin. There's a discount link in the description and the top comment if you want to check it out. Now, let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Now, let's hear directly from our first reviewer about their experience.
This reviewer had knee surgery and could no longer ride their regular bike. After looking at options, they recently purchased this electric bike and assembled it quickly and easily. Being 59 and 180 pounds, our reviewer reports that it handles beautifully. They have ridden it around 5 miles on paved streets and rough forest roads, and it has plenty of power and accelerates quickly, but in a controlled manner. It maintains speed well on inclines and hits around 19 mph on level 3 and goes up to 24 mph downhill. The pedal assist works well, kicking in after a few seconds of pedaling, which is great for strengthening the reviewer's knee. The user can also ride without pedaling at various speeds depending on the level they set. While the brakes needed some adjusting, that was a relatively easy fix for someone with bike experience. The client mentions the electric bike is heavy, around 75 pounds, but moves well even without assistance, although probably not as well uphill. Our reviewer also appreciates having a removable battery for charging. The included multi-tool and lock are nice additions, although they plan to get a better lock eventually. After riding the bike over 60 miles, mostly on forest roads, they stated the bike held up very well. The battery and power are excellent. The front light wire detached, but it was easily fixed. Nearing 300 miles now, about half on forest roads, our reviewer considers it very reliable, estimating it can travel 30 miles in full electric mode on flat surfaces and at least 15 miles on sloped roads. They mention they wish it was a bit lighter, but value its solid build.
Great! Now let's see what our next reviewer has to say about their experience.
This reviewer has been using this electric bike for a few days now, racking up around 35 miles. Overall, they've found it to be a comfortable and powerful ride, with good speed while still staying within legal e-bike limits. At just under 6 feet tall and around 200 pounds, they feel it's a good fit. Our reviewer is keen to test the range capabilities, which are advertised between 34 and 75 miles. They suspect this is a fairly accurate estimate and want to experiment with how far the bike goes in each of its 3 motor assist modes. The first mode is pedal assist only, topping out around 10 mph. Mode 2 goes up to roughly 15 mph and allows throttle use, while Mode 3 reaches around 20 mph with full throttle. So far, using mostly throttle in Mode 3, they managed about 20 miles before the battery indicator dropped to 1 bar. They think going slower in another mode would increase the range, but haven't rigorously tested this yet. This client's main gripe is the gearing ratio for the pedals. The highest gear just isn't high enough, requiring excessive pedaling at around 20 mph, which is unsustainable. While the pedal assist works as long as the pedals are turning, even without significant effort, it feels awkward and makes it difficult to contribute any real power at higher speeds. The headlight is bright but too focused. A wider beam would be an improvement. The motor is relatively quiet, especially when not accelerating fully, though it does have a noticeable electric whine at full speed. The tires, being designed for off-road use, do create some noise on paved roads. It folds for easier transportation, but it's still a fairly heavy bike. Also, it lacks directional signals, which is something to consider. In an update, the reviewer mentions they've now logged around 200 miles. They experienced a flat tire around the 100-mile mark and learned that keeping the tires around 30 psi is preferable, despite the tire indicating 40 psi. They blew out a new inner.
Awesome! Let's hear what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This reviewer was genuinely impressed with this folding electric bike. The delivery was surprisingly quick, and the packaging was secure with all the tools needed included. The assembly was generally simple, though the instruction manual was a little lacking, missing a few steps. However, most people could likely manage to put it together without too much trouble, perhaps relying more on intuition than the provided guide. Putting aside the minor assembly hiccup, this client found the bike itself to be excellent. Its appearance is appealing, and the lightweight design is a real plus, making it easy to fold and unfold. Our reviewer mentions that it fits neatly into their minivan trunk, which is a huge convenience. The folding mechanism feels strong and secure, giving peace of mind. The ride itself is smooth and comfortable, especially for riders of average height. This client suggests that taller individuals might want to consider a larger frame for optimal comfort, but for the average person, it's easy to maneuver and enjoy. The speed is more than adequate, reaching close to the specified limit, which is plenty for everyday use. The battery life allowed for a little over 20 miles on a single charge. This limitation is likely a result of the bike's focus on being lightweight, which our reviewer acknowledges is a fair trade-off. Ultimately, this folding electric bike is excellent for short commutes and leisurely rides around town or in the park. It does exactly what it's designed to do, and this client is very happy with their purchase.
That's a wrap. If you enjoyed this, drop a like and subscribe for more. Got thoughts? Let's chat in the comments. See you in the next one.